want to talk about the History Center in just a moment. First of all, I want to talk about you and introduce you to our viewers and tell us a little bit about how you came to be where you are today.
Oh, well, since I can remember as a child, I was always interested in history. My parents very much encouraged that, whether it was going on trips or watching historically based movies, sometimes very loosely historically based movies. But then as I grew, I began to just voraciously read everything I could get. When I went to school, it became my favorite subject. When I went to college, I majored in history. And when I graduated, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with that. Didn't want to teach, but I wanted to be involved in history in some way. So I originally went down and worked at the Atlanta History Center, a little bit south of here, and I was there for 8 years and learned a lot, did a lot of neat things there, and had gotten to the point where I just wanted to come up a little closer to the mountains, where I'm originally from Blue Ridge. Just wanted to get a little closer to home, breathe some of the mountain air. And my wife has worked here in Gainesville for 18 years. So finally, we're both up here in Gainesville now, and we're very happy to be here.
That's great. Let's talk about the History Center. It's, as we sit here on the porch of the cabin, quite an impressive structure. The amphitheater out here in front of us. But let's talk about what's inside. We see so much and hear about the tornado simulator, if you will.
Yes, the tornado, by far the most popular draw in the museum. It's in a section that commemorates and remembers the tornado of 1936 that occurred. And actually, it was really 3 tornadoes that, from some meteorological fluke, converged on the downtown area of Gainesville, and it was completely devastating. We have a full-wall mural of what that tornado did to the square. It's still the 5th deadliest tornado in American history. And we have objects relating to the tornado, a bell that was ripped off out of a belfry. We have different things. One of the most poignant items is a small, tiny toy iron, a metal iron that belonged to one of a Gainesville native, and she just remembers, what she remembers about the tornado is just clutching onto this toy for dear life during the whole tornado, and she kept that all those years. And she was kind enough to give that to the History Center so that we could tell a little bit of that story and about the effect that it had on the people that lived here. The tornado machine, not many places have one of those. Visitors, especially school groups, can come and they can actually touch a tornado. That's not something people can do in real life, but it's something you can do at the Northeast Georgia History Center.
All right, real quickly, a couple of the other exhibits that are here now.
Our main exhibit is the Land of Promise, and there we look at the history of Northeast Georgia, with the idea being that it's been a land of promise for everyone who's chosen to come here. Native Americans, European settlers, and immigration. It's an area that's rich in resources, rich in opportunity, and we go from the history, prehistoric Native American cultures, Mississippian, Cherokee, all the way up through the settlement of the area, the coming of the railroad, industrialization, mass communication, and of course, the 3 main effects on Hall County, Northeast Georgia in the last 50 years, the building of Buford Dam and Lake Lanier, the textile industry, and of course, the poultry industry.
On the other side of the History Center is the Freedom Garden, which I guess is the newest addition to the center.
It is, and that's something we're very proud of. That was the very wonderful vision of John Jacobs, Jr. He was a World War II veteran himself and got the idea that we needed to honor those who have preserved our freedom, not necessarily those who gave their lives, not just those who gave their lives in service to their country, but those who offered their lives. When someone joins the military, they're offering their life. They're ready to serve and to lay down their life for the cause of freedom. And the Freedom Garden commemorates that. There are granite pillars in a circle where the names of Northeast Georgia veterans are inscribed. And within that granite circle, there's a statue of children at play. And there's an open spot where folks, especially children, can come in and complete that circle of freedom. It's a very beautiful garden. It's a very symbolic and moving garden. And it's something we're pleased to have here, and we build a lot of our programming around it to encourage children to appreciate those that have come before them and those sacrifices, and to continue the preservation of freedom.
If people want to know more about the Northeast Georgia History Center, how can they find out about you?
Well, they can call us, 770-297-5900. If they want more in-depth information, they can go to our website, which is www.negahc.org. They can also come here. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And we have some recurring programs too. We have a forum the second Tuesday of every month at 7 p.m. that's aimed more towards adults. It's always about some relevant historic topic. We have guest speakers come in for that. And then for families and children, the second Sunday of every month, we have Family Day here at the History Center, and we're open then from 1 until 4. Lots of things to see, lots of things to do for everyone who wants to come here. They can spend as little as 30 minutes. They can spend all day. We've seen all types. Me personally, I'd spend a lot more time in museums than I probably should.
Well, but it's what it's all about for you, isn't it? You've got to be in heaven actually being in this environment.
I do. This is a great facility. I'm so pleased to be here. I'm so pleased that the History Center is here for the community. We have so much to offer, and I just want to make sure everyone can take advantage of this wonderful facility and experience that we have.
And the price is so reasonable. Tell us that.
Oh, the prices, it's $5 for adults, $4 for seniors, and $3 for children 5 and over. And for groups, if groups want to come in, we can arrange to have guided tours for those groups at no extra cost.
All right, that sounds great. Thank you for inviting me to share the morning here with you at the White Path Cabin.
Well, thanks for coming, Catil. It's been a pleasure.
There's nothing like the Georgia heat to send you looking for the water, and that's just what you'll find right here at the Francis Meadows Aquatic and Community Center. Now, right up front, I'll say the one thing the History Center and the Aquatic Center have in common is the ridiculously low price for admission. Joining me now is Joan Taylor of Gainesville Parks and Recreation. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
We just went over to the History Center and we came back over here to Francis Meadows. I mean, for $5. Tell me, what is the price this summer here at Francis Meadows?
It's $5 for a daily entry, and you can spend all day. We have concessions here, so you don't have to leave for food. It's a wonderful place to be, and it's very reasonably priced.
Well, it is a great thing for families here this summer who are thinking about staying at home for a vacation. Recently, we're sitting right here at one of your mini pools at Francis Meadows, Joan, and I heard that recently you participated in the world's largest swimming lesson.
We did. Actually, everywhere across the world, they were teaching the same lesson at the same time. So at 10 o'clock in the morning for us, we had over 100 participants in the pool doing the same lesson that they were doing all over the world. And it was a 45-minute lesson, and we had witnesses for it. We had to take video for it and send in pictures and do a lot of the paperwork to be in the Guinness World Book of Records.
That's pretty incredible, the Guinness. I used to love reading that when I was young. I liked looking at all the different bizarre things that people would do. How in the world did Gainesville Park and Rec get to participate?
We're actually partners with USA Swimming. In fact, we have a swimming grant through Make a Splash. And through that, they offered us the opportunity to be part of this swim lesson. So,
and who were the kids that participated?
We had a lot of our day campers that participated, but we also had children that had not taken a swim lesson before come and be a part of that.
We're here today to talk about swimming lessons. There are children in the pool behind us. There are kids all over the lobby here at Francis Meadows, so if you hear some children in the background, that's what's going on here. I remember I was thinking this morning, working on the show about my swimming lessons. And that was in the 70s, so that really does make me, it really does date me. I still remember my swimming coach, and his name was Jeff Goodrick. Jeff, if you're out there, hello, wherever you are. But just how much fun it was to go to swimming lessons every day. I was one of those kids who loved it. I don't think I ever cried. I loved it so much. But it's more importantly, it's about life-saving, isn't it?
It is. I mean, kids are attracted to the water, and you know, we like to say a great recipe for fun is just add water. And you know, here we have lots of water, lots of fun, but we're right in proximity to Lake Lanier. And because of the proximity that we have and all of the children that we have here and adults, you know, we teach swim lessons for ages 6 months to senior adult. And so everybody deserves a chance to learn. It's not just to learn how to swim, but it's to learn how to be safe around the water.